Welcome to What a Pitch! The podcast where people pitch made-up movies brought to you by the Pandering Talk channel.
Wow.
I'm your host, Dan Cutler, and joining with me, as always, is my lovely host, the jet-flying, kiss-stealing, limousine-riding, Sean Dangler! How's it going, Sean?
What up? Flavor Flav right here. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, why are you calling yourself Flavor Flav?
I'm adopting that name. I don't know, because I'm cool, because I'm limousine riding. Have you ever been in a limo?
No, I have not.
You've really never been in a limo?
All right, first of all, calm down.
But no, I got a question, because like in
Do I seem like a limousine riding?
No, do I seem like one?
No, but I was copying Ric Flair's nickname.
I
It was
know,
a joke.
But did you go to prom?
Yeah, 3 times.
Were there people? Ooh, me too, actually. Did you go when you went to prom, or other people? Did people take limos to prom? Like,
I don't think so.
I feel like at ours, like maybe like it didn't happen every year. There'd be like one person who'd be like a group of people. I'd be like, I'm getting a fucking limo.
Yeah,
Real douchey.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't recall anyone
All
ever.
right. The only time that I've ridden, I think that I've ridden in a limo, I don't think I've ridden otherwise, was at a wedding. They were like giving rides from, I don't know why, but it was basically from like the event venue or the wedding venue, or I should say the reception, to like the after party bar, basically. But the thing is, we get in this limo and it takes you like a fucking block. That's like, why did we even get in this fucking limo? You know,
Well,
but
you can say you've been in one.
I rode in a limo. It's pretty nice.
I will say Beth, for her 30th, wants a limo in Chicago. So
The other thing is limos just aren't like, as I feel like, cool as they, not as relevant. I shouldn't say cool, but not as relevant. I feel like back in the day that people were riding limos a lot more Hummer limos, you remember? So.
oh my gosh, those things are obnoxious.
I know, but like I just don't think limos are like. I remember playing like Grand Theft Auto 3 back in the day, and I fucking love jacking that fucking limo from the mafia people. I love stealing that thing and then like going by and then fucking drive by shooting all those mafia members. Fucking Salvador can suck my dick for all I give a shit. Okay, take that out. I don't want to say that.
No, I'm leaving it in.
Salvador's a fucking pussy. That's all I want to say. You can leave that in.
Well, speaking of video games, it's been a while since we've talked about you playing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So can you give me an update
Yeah,
on Spider-Man?
I 100%ed that bad boy.
You 100%?
I'm all done.
Wow.
It's not, trust me, a lot easier 100% than RDR2.
Sure.
Because like it tells you exactly where you kind of got to go and then
Sure,
do that.
yeah.
I didn't play. Also, I should say I didn't play it on novice, but I played it on like what I would
Normal.
say normal. I did not try to do the hard one because I was like, I don't want to fucking deal with
Yeah,
this.
I don't do that either.
Super fun game. Highly recommend it. I know it's been out for like 7 years, so I think most people probably have a general idea if they've are interested in that. But I did really enjoy playing that game.
Nice.
But I'm taking another break from RPGs, and I'm going to
NBA 2K.
actually no. I thought about it, but Madden.
Oh yeah, because you got that for Christmas.
2 Christmases ago, but
I thought this past Christmas you
Not-
got 3 video games.
that was 2023. I did actually,
okay.
but I haven't gotten around to playing them, so I'm finally playing Madden. So it's Madden from 2 years ago, so it's not the most recent Madden.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fucking played. I've only played it once, and I fucking destroyed the fucking Patriots with the Bengals.
With the Bengals.
Well, it's because I didn't want to like play a tough game right away. I needed to like be like, okay, I gotta like remember like the controls and things because
sure.
it's since I've played a football game, it's been fucking years. So I like
I'm also
I had to like recall how things kind of work.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I was thinking of the teams like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was like the
They would be
Brady
real bad
Patriots
then.
versus
Yeah, I would have got my ass whooped.
I would have been like, you beat them with the Bengals? Wow.
Yeah.
Real quick, side note, if you want to say no, that's fine.
Yeah.
What platform is RDR2 do you have for? PS4?
PS4.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Just remind me after.
Yeah, I'll just text you like the next time. No rush. Also,
Alright.
I'm just like, I'm starting to like phase out of video game. Like, I don't think I'm gonna like. I don't want to just like buy a new console every 7 years and shit. So like, I might be like done with like playing video games.
Well, RDR2, you can put a lot of time into that bad boy.
And so that's the thing is like I have a PS4, so like I'm trying to play games on the systems that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Spider-Man? Like,
Yeah, no, it was a fun game. I would recommend it if you want a good RPG game that isn't nearly as in depth as what like RDR2 is. But it was fun. The storyline really wasn't as. I don't know. I expected a little more out of the storyline, but it was good. Like I understood it. I don't know. I think my beef is when you played like. I really enjoyed when you'd play like this, like the more you just go out to different parts and you have to fight like a bunch of different guys at a time. And that was fun because then you had to like kind of jump, do different things. But when you face like the big bad characters, I thought it was like too easy and it like wasn't as fun doing that because it's just like me versus one person. Then it's just like jumping around. I don't know. I liked when you're fighting like 5 or 10 characters at a time and you have to like figure out, okay, I gotta like use this. There's just a lot more thinking I thought that had to go into it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's something that can happen in video games as well. Is that like the boss fights are, it's just their patterns, right?
Yeah.
You jump to this thing,
Exactly.
You fire this cannon, you got to do that 4 times.
Yeah,
that's fair. Well, no, we just hadn't talked about it in a while, so
I finished it up like I don't know a month or 2 ago.
Nice. What's your favorite costume?
There's so many of them.
There are a lot. And they're all of them are really cool.
Yeah. I'm not like not the exact like the normal traditional one, but I like when he's in his blue and red. You know, it's typical, whether it's like a hybrid or like I don't know, has other powers or something. But
the one the game gives you with like the white on the gloves or
no, I mean there's just like various iterations that have different little things that go with it.
Sure, yeah.
So like some are a little more slimmer or have a more metallic look. I don't know how to describe it. I don't really like there's one that's like a noir look that makes him look like he's an enormous. I don't like that. Like it's fine. It looks cool, but it's like I don't feel like I'm really Spider-Man in that fucking one. There's the one if you beat the game, I think if you 100% it, it's just him in underwear.
Yeah, and he has a bag over his head. Yeah.
So I mean there's funny ones. They're certainly funny. But I like the more traditional.
You like the classic blue and red, sure. You like your Spider-Man. You like your Peter Parker a white man.
That's right. Keep him white.
No.
I'm just kidding. Even though, well, you play a little bit in that game as...
Miles.
Yeah. So, very briefly, not a ton.
Cool. Well... To get away from that racist comment, let's get in the elevator and pitch a movie.
Bing bang!
Hello, sir.
Hey, I'm Mr. Moneybags. What do you want?
I want a movie.
Okay, I got a shitload of money.
Oh, great, because I have a great idea for a movie.
All right, let's fucking hear it.
All right. People love the Muppets, right?
I do love the Muppets.
They're funny.
Kermit, hilarious.
Yeah.
Miss Piggy, gets me every time.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
That bear that tells terrible jokes, fucking love it.
Yeah. But they've all been around for a while, you know? Like
what? You tell me I'm not gonna pay for a Muppets movie?
No, it's a Muppets movie.
Okay, good.
But we're bringing in a new Muppet.
Oh, okay.
Just to, like,
is this? Are you Jason Segel? Or are you trying to make a Muppet movie?
What? No. What?
Okay.
No.
All right.
And actually, it's also a pre-existing Muppet.
Oh, is it Big Bird?
It's not. It is
Gotcha.
Jigsaw from the Saw franchise.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was determined a Muppet.
Yeah, well, anything
guy
with a
gives
hand
me
up its ass is a Muppet.
That guy gives me a real creeps, you know?
Yeah, but, we're going to inject some fun with the Muppet Gang.
Okay.
So that's my movie. I call it Muppets Play a Game.
Awesome. I'm getting off this fucking elevator.
All right. Thank you for your check.
Bye.
So that's my idea.
Fun.
Yeah. Right? Are you ready to have fun?
Is this a dark comedy, or is this just dark?
I think it's definitely dark comedy because...
Are we going to see Muppets die? I don't want to.
Can Muppets die?
I don't want them to die.
I don't think they will.
I want it to be more fun.
Well, so first of all, there's not going to be any blood.
Good.
So right off the bat.
Is he just gonna go Kermit going?
I do think it'd be funny to like show like stuffing instead of blood. You know?
Disney's gonna be pissed. Do they own the rights to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see why they'd be upset. I think this is a great idea.
Oh, speaking of which, I should tell you, this winter I watched the Muppet Christmas Carol.
It's great, right?
Well,
Have you ever seen it before?
I don't. Maybe as a kid, I did not remember it. I've seen the Christmas Carol as a play before recently,
yeah,
so it was good. Michael Caine, great actor.
Yeah, I mean, so that's the thing is like, so he's great, and then there's Muppet Treasure Island, which has oh crap, the butler from Home Alone 2. And he plays.
I'm only a Home Alone 3 fan, so. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, that's the movie I grew up on.
Home Alone 3?
Yeah, honestly, no, this is like a thing. Like, we, for some reason, had the VHS tape for Home Alone 3. So I always thought Home Alone 3 was the best movie because I never saw Home Alone or Home Alone 2.
And you just have all that nostalgia.
Yeah, I have like this nostalgia for this fucking the Russian spies who put like chip into a RC car that the kid gets, and then they're trying to get it from the kid.
This is
It's like my
absolutely amazing lore.
I know.
For you.
It's like my brother-in-law who loves Grease 2 because that's the movie
a lot of
he
people
watched.
love Grease.
Grease 2 fucking sucks. I've seen it. I can tell you it's a horrible movie.
I've never seen it, so
It's horrible. If you've seen Grease 2 first, you might think it. The only good movie or a good song out of Grease 2 is Smooth Rider. I think it's Smooth Rider or Night Rider. That's a good song, but otherwise it's not good. Do we got any audio thing? You need a little audio check? Mic, check.
check. No,
check.
we're fine.
We're good? Okay. So, Home Alone 3, great movie.
Yeah, so this movie is basically, have you ever seen Saw?
No.
First of all,
I
only
think I've
seen-
read the plot. So
on Wikipedia.
On Wikipedia, of course.
I will
Donnie Wahlberg's in the first Saw, isn't he? Or is he in the second one? He's in one of them,
You know
isn't he?
who is in the first one?
Dr. Phil.
Your boy, Cary Elwes. From that terrible
Christmas movie? That movie was real bad.
Well, I'm guessing that all of those Christmas movies you watch are real bad.
Oh, no. The Chiefs one was pretty good. Donna Kelsey, great actress.
Anyway, so it's basically, so my movie is basically just Saw, but replace all the people except one with Muppets. And we'll get to who their live action is. So, you know, it fades in. Kermit is waking up in this like disgusting like crack house bathroom.
Yep.
And his leg is chained to a wall.
Okay.
And he sees across the room that Gonzo is here, and his leg is chained to the wall as well, but they're too far away from each other. They can't reach each other. A screen on the other side of the room clicks on, and it's Jigsaw.
Yeah.
And he's like, You Muppets have been giving us puppets a bad name. It's time to rectify that. But I'm a fair puppet. I will give you a chance to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to play a game? And
Okay.
of course, Kermit and Gonzo are like, "Oh my god, what's going on here?"
Is this just a movie so you can do your Muppet impression?
No. And so Gonzo and Kermit are forced to play this sick little game that Jigsaw's coming up with for them. Meanwhile, there is a group of detectives trying to track down Jigsaw.
And are these Muppets?
Yeah, these are Muppets.
Okay, who are my detective Muppets?
The detectives are Fozzie Bear,
Yeah.
or Miss Piggy,
Okay.
and the one human in this movie, Danny Glover. who is in Saw. as a detective.
Oh, okay.
And he's just playing his role from the first movie, but he's surrounded by Muppets now.
And I have not seen that movie, obviously. Is Danny Glover also playing the role of like I'm one last job type of thing? I don't.
Yes, so
that's
like
this is the one last job.
So Danny Glover's been tracking Jigsaw for a long time.
Okay, all right.
A bit like as like a side project as well, because there are all these cold cases.
Yeah.
But now there's a new case, and Fozzie Bear and Miss Piggy are on it.
Yeah,
which
Danny
I think
Glover.
Miss Piggy as a detective is a new role for her.
Yeah.
And so like expanding her horizons a little.
Yeah,
so
I like it.
You're welcome, Miss Piggy.
Yeah. So does Fozzie Bear do throughout the movie like a CSI impression of Caruso?
That's
because
that's
he did
great
because that's all the point.
bit.
You know, he has to do the bit where he puts on the glasses.
Yeah, he keeps
And
like
says a
putting
line.
on the glasses and taking them off, and he's saying waka waka, and he says that every time he puts the glasses on. There will be a scene where like they're all stunned in silence, and he puts the glasses on, and he's like quietly like waka waka.
Exactly.
Yeah. But there's this new crime scene. A Muppet has been murdered. And we walk into this scene and see Sam Eagle decapitated.
No, I can't get on board with too much of the decay. I think he's just laying there. Maybe there's some stuffing laying out to the side. I can't see the Muppets actually all being dead, but they're like injured. You know.
All right. Okay. Fine. So Sam Eagle is lying there lifeless.
Yeah.
And some stuffing is nearby.
Yeah.
In a pile.
Yeah.
And Miss Piggy's like, "What sick, twisted fuck would do this?" And Danny Glover has to come in and be like, "Can you do it, Danny Glover?"
No,
You can't?
I don't know.
It's just real low and raspy. I'm getting too old for this shit. That's a pretty good Danny Glover.
Okay, sure.
Have you ever seen Lethal Weapon?
I have, but again, long time.
Long time ago. Fair enough. Well, what else are you going to do on these cold, wintry days, Sean? Just watch movies.
Right? Do other stuff. Watch Bravo shows.
Sorry. Don't watch Bravo shows.
It's
Watch
because
movies.
Kim wants to watch it. That's how we bond.
Kim! First, listen to this podcast. Second, watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, and then Danny Glover has to recount. There's this man going around targeting Muppets. He has some sort of vendetta against them. I've been tracking this man for 20 years. And I am no closer than I was the first day I started.
This is a long monologue.
Well, there's a fair amount of monologuing.
All right.
He's like, and then he tells them about a previous case that he worked. And here's the thing about Saw. So the main game, quote unquote, from Saw is this Carrie Elwes and this random man. Their legs are chained in this decrepit bathroom. But through Danny Glover, we get flashbacks to previous crimes that Jigsaw has performed.
Yeah.
So there's this one. He describes this one crime that he worked, and we see a flashback of this crime, and it's Jigsaw, and he has a box around Animal's head.
Okay.
And a similar thing happens. There's a TV, it turns on,
Yeah.
and Jigsaw's like, "Animal, would you like to play a game?" And Animal!
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm catching it now. Sorry, I was.
Animal!
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
And
got
he's
it.
like, "Somewhere in this pile of barbed wire is a key that will free you from this box. You have 60 seconds before the box explodes. Your time starts now." An Animal has to like flail through barbed wire to try and find this key. And he's just freaking out like, Animal does. He's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
He does find the key, but he puts it in, and it's not the right key. and the box explodes.
Oh, jeez.
And Animal gets blown up.
Nope. I can't. I told you I can't be on board with seeing Muppets die.
We don't see like limbs or anything, but it's like a comic. It's like a MacGruber kind of explosion.
All right.
And
Panther
has
roars
some
in the
like
background.
stuffing, kind of fly out as well.
Definitely not a kids movie, is what we're getting at.
I mean, yeah, Miss Piggy said, "What sick twisted fuck would do this?"
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's all happening, and there's this crime scene, but there's a clue
Okay.
to something. There's a receipt
All right.
that somehow has the address. Has an address, so they track down this address. Meanwhile, back at the bathroom, Kermit and Grover are in this decrepit bathroom, and Jigsaw is like, "You must escape. There's a key somewhere. Good luck." And then TV turns off.
Yeah.
So now Kermit and Grover have to figure out what to do. They're chained to the wall, so they can't get totally around the room.
Yeah.
I'm trying, because it's actually been a while since I've seen the Saw movie.
So are we just replicating the Saw movie
with the Muppets.
with the Muppets?
With the Muppets, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they did it with Christmas Carol.
True.
They did it with Treasure Island.
True.
It's kind of their MO.
Yeah. They're just going in the Saw universe.
Yeah. So
I don't know this movie, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what happens. Honestly, you might want to bring up the Wikipedia page of Saw.
I don't think we need to go through each little part of the movie, but whatever.
So they eventually find a key.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go to either of their leg chains. Which also they're just Muppets. Their limbs are skinny.
Yeah.
The chain could just come off their leg, but they're just acting like it's chained to their leg. So I just think that's fun. The visual of like a too big lock on their leg. The key actually goes to this lock on the bathtub. And and there's a chain on this lock. So they unlock it and they pull the chain and it pulls the plug out of the bathtub, water drains, and in it is a hacksaw. And they're like, What saw? What is like, why didn't he just, we've got the key. Why didn't he just let us go? And Gonzo realizes he wants us to cut off our legs.
Okay.
And they spend some time, like being like, I'm not going to do this. This is like, oh, this is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. Oh, fuck. I'm not doing this fucking shit. I'm not playing your stupid fucking games, you freak.
Yeah.
But nothing comes from the TV. They're just left in this room alone. And eventually, Kermit decides, okay, I'll do it. I'm not gonna die here.
Yeah.
And then we get a scene where Kermit saws off his leg, and there's like stuffing like flying everywhere, and he's like, ah! And it's like really long. And eventually he finishes, and the chain falls, and like there's his leg just like separate, and stuffing. And it's basically the Kermit Muppet if you just didn't sew on the last leg.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like crawling on the floor. And Jigsaw comes onto the screen. He's like, "You have won the game, but what have you lost?" And then Kermit's like, "Mr. Jigsaw, sir, why are you doing this? Can't you see that we are just the same?
Yeah.
Just dolls. Trying to live their lives. Who hurt you like this, Mr. Jigsaw? Please, stop doing this."
Then what, sings Rainbow Connection?
Yeah. Or an original song about like, we are all Muppets. We all fear our own death.
Fair. And people should know that.
And his song, Jigsaw looks contemplative. He's looking to the sides, looking to his corners. And the TV turns off. And there's silence for a second. And then the doors to the bathroom open, and Jigsaw rides in on a tricycle. And he rides up to Kermit and looks down at him. And he's like, Mr. Frog, perhaps you are right.
So Jigsaw doesn't, in this movie, Kermit is not Kermit. He's just a frog.
He's Kermit. No, he's Kermit the Frog.
All right, but Jigsaw doesn't acknowledge him as Kermit?
I mean, yeah. He calls him he's weird and mysterious, so he's like, Mr. Frog.
All right.
And he pulls out a key, also comically large key, I think it'd be funny, and unlocks Gonzo's thing.
Yeah.
And then helps Kermit up, and Kermit's like, oh, you couldn't have done that 10 minutes, 5 minutes ago.
You old bitch.
I had to cut off my leg, you bitch.
Yeah.
And they're about to leave together, and Jigsaw is like, you have taught me that hurting others does not heal me. I'm glad to call you my friend, Mr. Danny Glover kicks in the door and shoots Jigsaw with a shotgun.
Just fucking obliterates him.
Fozzie Bear and Miss Piggy flank Danny Glover. They're on his flank. They're supporting him. They're all in tactical SWAT uniforms. They come right up to Jigsaw and just unload their clips.
I think it's more. I think the comedy part would just come from the door kicks open, Glover just absolutely obliterates him, and that's it. Obviously the other two are they're all decked out in their tactical gear, but I think it'd be more funny if it's just a simple breaking. It's a real sentimental scene. Then he breaks in the door and just boom, just takes care of him,
and Jigsaw gets thrown across the room,
just absolutely obliterates.
Very Team America.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, and Danny Glover's got here just in time. And he goes up to Jigsaw's body, not gonna shoot him, but he goes up to him and he's looks at him, and Jigsaw's dying. Jigsaw's dying. Yeah. He's this isn't how it's supposed to go. And Danny Glover goes, it's never supposed to go this way, motherfucker. And then Miss Piggy and Fozzie Bear help Gonzo and into it. They're at an ambulance with blankets. Kermit's on a thing, a bed, an ambulance. You know what I'm talking
gurney?
About? Gurney, yes. He's on a gurney, and he has a mask over his mouth.
And then can the doctors or paramedics, I should say, whoever these characters are. Actually, I know who's driving, who's the paramedics. It's the two. What's the Andy Samberg would play this Muppets character on SNL? A smorgasbord. The chef, the Swedish chef. And then does he have a chicken with him or something?
Yeah, chicken.
They're the paramedics.
That's good.
But then the Swedish chef, smorgasbord, basically implies that they can reattach the leg,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so then that is nice. He gets a happy ending.
That's fair. And it's all good. They're gonna reattach Kermit's leg.
Yeah.
And Gonzo's safe, and they've got Jigsaw. We see Jigsaw get put into another ambulance to be taken to the morgue.
Yeah.
This one will be piloted by Beaker and his partner.
Yeah.
I don't remember that guy's name. I just remember Beaker because Beaker's my favorite.
Yeah.
And he's like, gotta take him to the morgue. He was declared DOA, Beaker, and Beaker's like, me, 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 me. And they load him in. Ambulance doors close. The siren, the ambulance starts up, sirens go.
Yeah.
Beaker's just sitting there looking out the window. And as the ambulance is starting to pull away, we see the sheet over the gurney just rises as Jigsaw sits up, and the ambulance turns a corner, and it fades to black.
I got a sequel.
And roll credits. The Muppets play a game.
There we go.
My masterpiece. My magnum opus.
So, Just a quick question about Saw. Is that how the actual Saw movie goes? Is they're just in that room the whole time? It's just flashbacks, and then it leads up to that?
More or less.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought there was more things going on in that movie, but it's really just that.
No,
okay.
It's a very methodical film.
I know the first film is like actually like a decent film, and then it just kind of gets gorier and gorier as it goes on.
Gore porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, seriously, that first movie, because I'm not just turned off by gore.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, you know what? And by the time I watched the first one, there were like 7.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Like, there's been 7 of them. Might as well try.
Yeah.
So I watched the first one. Very similar to Rocky. The first Rocky is like an art film.
Yeah.
And the rest are like...
It's probably kind of like Paranormal Activity would be because the first Paranormal Activity I feel like was low key, and then they just keep going
it
crazier.
Keeps ramping up. Yeah, it's probably a bit like that as well. Yeah.
But no, I see what you're saying with Rocky, where it like because Rocky didn't win an Oscar. Did it win an Oscar?
Yeah, it won an Oscar.
Okay. But yeah, because and then Rocky kind of turns into like fucking Rocky.
Testosterone sports.
Yeah.
Film. And not
or
to say
Rambo. Isn't Rambo kind of like that too? Like the first Rambo?
Yeah, the first Rambo is very much about like PTSD and stuff like that. And then it becomes just like generic action.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I actually think it's great that like something like Rocky can happen. And it's so great that it spawns these other...
Yeah, just like
sillier movies.
Fast and Furious, just about 2 guys who are drag racing a cop trying to get in and then falls in love with the
I don't
drag race.
actually disagree with that hypothesis. The first Fast and the Furious is a good movie.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like superhero.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. So that like the first Saw movie is a little more methodical.
Yeah.
What I said happens more or less happens in the first movie.
I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know. I was like, God, this is gonna be a long podcast because like I thought they got to other things in that movie. I didn't realize that it was just took place in that room with flashbacks.
Yeah, it's more or less that. There's probably a bit more. I think it explains like Cary Elwes's character, like his background more. Like he has flashbacks.
Yeah.
But I was like, it doesn't really work for Kermit.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do something with it, but like.
I get him.
I think at least for our podcast, like the bit is there.
Yeah.
That they're all puppets.
Yeah. And then Danny Glover takes no shit.
And Danny Glover is is Danny Glover still alive?
I think so.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure. We'll look it up here.
Bong, 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 bong.
Yeah, he is. He's 78.
Yeah, he is no spring chicken.
Known for Roger Murtaugh. Is it Murtaugh? How they say his name? I want to make sure. And
Murtaugh or Murtaugh?
Murtaugh, yeah.
I think it's Murtaugh.
But yeah. That's literally the 4th thing on his description on Wikipedia.
What, Saw?
No, his Rod being Roger Murtaugh.
Well, yeah, of course that's what he's known for. He was on ER actually.
As a regular?
Or no, just a special.
Was he a doctor?
No, he played one of the doctor's fathers.
Oh.
Who he was
George Clooney's father, I'm guessing. Right?
Mekhi Phifer's. He played Mekhi Phifer's father.
I don't know who Mekhi Phifer is.
He's from 8 Mile.
Okay. Eminem's on ER? Just get him.
You're messing with me. You're being cheeky. Anyway, so that's my movie. What do you think?
It's good.
What's that tone?
Again, you know my type of films. I'm not a big gory or the Muppets getting murdered. But the twist is good. I'm still like, I thought Saw was a longer movie than that, so that's why it threw me for a loop. I thought there's more stuff. But.
Yeah, granted, this is one of our shorter podcasts, definitely. So,
but the premise is great, and I like that part. I don't do gore and that type of stuff.
It's not gory.
I know it's not gore. Murder maybe, I don't know, and whatever.
You're just a sweet little baby.
I'm a sweet little pea. That's all I want to be.
Just want to be wrapped up in my pod.
That's right.
All right. Well,
We don't have much of a cast list, do we? Because we
Yeah,
pretty much got
cast list.
What, I mean, is Mantzoukas in this film? That's really the big question.
Is Mantzoukas in this film? So, this is actually funnier. Something I omitted from the Saw film.
Yeah.
And this is spoiler. So, listeners, if you don't want to be spoiled about Saw.
That's, 20 years old probably at this point?
I think so. But, if you haven't seen it, you haven't seen it.
Just read the Wikipedia plot.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, just read the Wikipedia page. There's nothing else about films. Nothing we talk about matters. We're basically a living Wikipedia page. That is our podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm not saying hell yeah to that.
Hell yeah, brother.
So in the original Saw film, there is a third body in the bathroom.
Oh.
That is lying face down on the floor it's like a puddle.
Ugh.
It might be a puddle of blood. I can't remember specifically.
Or strawberry jam.
Could be. Well, I don't remember if it's that or like water, like standing water. What happens is that at the end of the movie, Cary Elwes has cut off his leg.
Mm-hmm.
The body stands up. That body is Jigsaw. Jigsaw's not just the puppet. The puppet is just a medium for the guy. That body in the middle of the room was Jigsaw the whole time.
Lay there the whole time. Wow.
And that's kind of like the twist of the film.
Because then does Jigsaw still kill Cary Elwes or Ellis or what happens?
So Cary Elwes bleeds out.
Oh.
And then Jigsaw, the man, gets up and leaves that other guy in the room to die a slow, long, painful death. Basically starve. Well, probably dehydrate. You probably dehydrate first. But that's how the movie ends. Saw.
Ugh.
Obviously, the Muppets Play a Game ends differently.
Yeah.
But So maybe Mantzoukas is just that body lying on the floor.
Just lying the whole film.
He just lies on the floor the whole time and never gets up. It's not a twist. It's just a random dead body there.
Wow. So wait, I could read the Wikipedia plot, but real quick, why does he trap Cary? Why does he want Cary Elwes to?
I think it's something about. So Cary Elwes in the movie is a doctor. If I remember correctly, I think he diagnosed Jigsaw with cancer or something like that. And he has bad bedside manner. He's one of these flippant doctor. He's you're just another patient to me. And it's you told me I'm going to fucking die,
Yeah. Okay.
I think, if I remember correctly, that's what it is.
Cool.
He could also just be a psychopath who just chose random people.
Yeah.
Which, according to my cop brother-in-law, is a great way to avoid getting caught for murder.
Is what?
To just kill a random person. If
yeah.
If you have no personal connection to them, they're not going to come back to you.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to edit that part out.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway. So, yeah, Jason Mantzoukas is a dead body on the floor.
Woo!
Yeah, anything else? We got the Muppets.
No, I don't think so.
I think other Muppets will just randomly be in scenes.
Oh yeah.
When they're doing their police detective stuff, other Muppets will be crime scene investigators, other ambulance drivers.
What other? I can't even think of it. What other Muppets are there? Oh, you have to have. What are the old fucking guys in the crowd? In the cheap seats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have to be something.
Statler and Waldorf.
It's impressive. You know their names.
Well, they're the Muppets.
All right.
Maybe they're the old police captains, and they're just at the crime scenes and making jokes about Danny Glover.
Okay, that works, and that pisses Danny Glover off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's time to improvise a trailer.
Sorry.
No, you got this.
I had to stretch. What's the title? Oh, Muppets Play a Game, right?
Yeah, the Muppets Play a Game.
In a world where Muppets have now been trapped in a room.
Oh man, where am I? My leg, it's chained to a wall. Where is it? Who are you?
Well, I'm Gonzo. Who are you?
I'm Kermit the Frog. Where are we?
I don't know. I just woke up here. Last thing I remember, I was at a bar. I was eating a steak. I was at a Texas Roadhouse, not a bar. Why would the Muppets go to a bar? But I was at a Texas Roadhouse, and I'm just here now.
And they realize they're going to have to play a game.
Hello, Muppets. I am Jigsaw. Would you like to play a game?
Oh, yeah. I love games. What kind of game? Is it like checkers?
Is it Mancala?
Nobody fucking likes Mancala, Gonzo.
You know, it's a game of life or death. You must escape out of this room. But there is only one way.
And so they realize that they're going to have to escape this room. But fortunately, there is a few cops that are trying to track them down.
Look at this crime scene, Miss Piggy. I haven't seen a mess like this since 1999 Burning Man. Waka waka.
Oh, it's terrible. What kind of sick fuck would do something like this? I know what sick fuck would do this, Miss Piggy. Danny Glover? What do you know? I've been tracking this man for over 20 years, and I'm no closer than the day I started. He's been killing Muppets, leaving a trail of felt and stuffing everywhere he goes.
Hey, look, it's a receipt, and there's a address on the receipt.
Oh shit, my first breakthrough.
And so as they hunt down and try to figure out what Kermit and Gonzo are, more importantly, we have to figure out how Kermit and Gonzo are going to get out of the room.
I can't see anything that would help. How about you, Gonzo?
Oh, I found a key in the upper decker of the toilet. That's what you call it, right? The upper decker?
I think it's called the tank.
Whatever. Anyway, I got a key. It doesn't fit in my leg chain. Does it fit in your leg chain? Here, toss.
No, it doesn't fit in mine either. Oh, but there's a lock on the bathtub over there. Here, have the key back. Toss.
Oh, I'll try it on this lock. Oh, it works. Now there's this chain. I'm gonna pull the chain. Bloop. Oh, I pulled the plug, and now the bathwater's draining out. And what's this? It's a saw.
And so, as they are trying to get out of the room, Danny Glover tells his counterparts about a flashback that he has.
There was a murder back about 5 years ago. There was this poor Muppet soul named Animal.
Animal! Animal!
Hello, Mr. Animal. Would you like to play a game? In 60 seconds, that box will explode, but I've left the key in this room. You must find it. Good luck.
Animal! Animal! Oh! Uh-oh.
And so, as they are trying to play the game in the room, Gonzo and Kermit figure out they might have to do something they don't want to do.
Oh, fuck, Kermit. He wants us to cut off our legs. I'm not gonna do it. I'd rather starve to death than cut off my legs.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll play your sick fuck games. Jigsaw, you bastard. Give me the saw. Okay, here I go.
Stuffing flying out.
Oh, Mr. Jigsaw, how could you make me do this? Can't you see? We are all the same, you and me. Suffering won't make you feel better. Killing won't fill that hole in your heart. We must join together and help each other make a brand new start.
And so, Jigsaw has a change of heart and realizes maybe these Muppets do know something all along.
Doors open. Jigsaw on a tricycle. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, 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 squeak. You know, Mr. Frog, I think you're right. I'm going to unlock your chain now, Gonzo. Oh, thanks, Mr. Jigsaw.
Oh, you couldn't have done that like five minutes ago. Okay.
Mr. Frog, I think you are right. Me hurting people has not made me feel better. Together, as friends, I can heal. Got you, motherfucker.
And so, that's a movie you're going to want to see this summer. Rated R. Muppets. Play a game.
Well, let's take this body to the morgue, Beaker. Slamming of the doors. Ominous music. Foreboding music. Did you say rated R?
Yeah.
Fuck you, it's the Muppets.
I don't know. There's stuffing coming out of their legs. So.
Well, that's our movie, everybody. Thanks for listening. Sean, thank you most of all, because I know this was a trial for you.
It was a trial, to say the least.
Tell the people how they can support you after listening to this podcast.
Like, subscribe to What a Pitch. Go to other podcasts. Tell them they suck. Give them bad reviews so they all get bad reviews and we get great reviews. That's all. All major podcasts. Any local ones, give them good reviews too. That's
Yeah,
what
but
I
not
say.
as good.
But not as
Give them 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, brother.
Give us 5 stars.
That's what they like, a pizza pie. I don't know what the fuck that is. That doesn't make any sense, guys. I'm running on fumes at this point.
Well, it's only noon.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll just, reiterate what Sean said. Social media, please follow What a Pitch on Twitter and Facebook at PODWAP. That would be a big help. And again, wherever you listen to podcasts, subscribe, rate, and review, because that's really helps us and makes us seem like we're cool. And I've never been cool in my life, and I would like
You're cool.
to change that a little. Not cool anymore. Well, that's it for us. Thank you, Sean, for joining me and being high-flying, kiss-stealing, limousine riding.
Fuck yeah.
And thank you, listeners, for listening to What a Pitch! What sweet, sick, twisted fuck would host a podcast like this?
Waka waka.